Afternoon everyone, welcome back to the channel. How are you doing? As promised, I'm going to be having a look at this Audiotree from nothing about Jinjer. 23 minutes 52 seconds long, so we'll just go all the way through. I'll try not to pause, only if there's something very profound I need to say, which is unlikely. So, crack into it. Okay, here we go.
The thing is that in order to understand what this band means to us, you need to understand what was the starting point.
Okay.
And what this band eventually gave us and what it made of us. We started out of Ukraine, out of provincial small cities in the middle of nowhere. And the way, the journey we had to take, to go, is 10 times longer to any other bands.
Okay. Good intro, good little intro.
We all made it inside Jinjer, because of Jinjer, due to Jinjer. Each of us contributing as much as we can. So it's more than just a band for us. It's the whole life now.
Yeah, all life decisions we made, like, it was all connected to Jinjer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the only thing I know. It occupies all my life.
Oh, constructing. Do I need lyrics? Lyrics.
Like a lunatic, frantic. A man in the room looks so dramatic with a tattoo on his right foot. The spiral traffic feels too dramatic, too dramatic. The man is wandering around, runs the way out he never found, and inside, as a bullet of lead, it's rolling and romping on my head. Yeah. Oh, how heavy is the ball? It bends his spine to the very ground. Neither he's nor another. You know my soul it crust. Oh, how heavy is his stride? In a half an hour or so, he crushed the floor and smashed the man stones.
Oh, oh.
Like a feather I travel down. That's my last carcass. One more loop, no reviews. Well, scars, now erase. Like a feather I travel down. That's my last carcass. Falling deeper than it is.
That's nice. Oh.
Bits and stones. I came like water and like when I go. Red bits and stones. I came like water and like when I go. Spin, swirl. Wow. Spin, swirl.
Man. How did they come up with this?
Because it's no original member in the band. It started like in crazy way.
15 years ago, there were absolutely different people.
Right.
Started from 17 or 20, let's say. This very important period of time for any person. 20s are where you establish as a person,
As a
right?
character.
Yeah, as a
From
character.
your 20 to
yeah.
30.
You're already not a kid,
Oh, right, I see.
but not a fully blown grown up. So we spend this very special period of time together.
Yeah.
And there's no way we can spend the rest of our lives separately. You know?
It's a bonding time, isn't it? That
The last
period of your life.
2-3 records, we composed song like Vlad composed, Eugene and me, and then like Guitar Pro it, send it to each other. We do not sit in a room and compose music. So we sit at homes and compose music like completely songs from each.
Then share it
member. Yeah,
with
then
each
share
other,
it, then we
learn
some,
it.
Yeah, some changes.
Then we
so,
come
yeah.
to the studio together, and then we do changes together. Wallflower, last album, it was fully written musically and given to her. And before the studio, neither us nor her ever knew what the vocals will be.
Same was with micro and macro.
Yeah, 3 records.
Yeah, everything after it started on King of Everything, basically.
King of
because,
Everything.
yeah,
For it.
because I didn't have much time to finish all the songs, like lyrics for all the songs. So I remember the night before I had to go to the studio. I had to finish at least like 3 songs or something. So I
3
finished
songs?
one because Eugene helped me with one part. It's Pisces. I asked him, please, Eugene, my head is dry, my brain is dry, and not a single inspiration
She had
drop.
two-thirds of the lyrics.
Yeah, and so he wrote a part, like a passage, that helped a lot. This song was done. Cool. 2 more songs, the intro and the outro. It's so, the last moment I collected from all the songs on this album, I picked out 2 lines from each song. And I gathered them together, and I had a completely new
No way.
lyrics, completely new poem. And so I used this monster, like this mutant, I don't know how to- Frankenstein, yeah, on the intro and on the outro. But the melodies are completely different.
Yeah.
So we got 2 songs with same
Wow.
lyrics.
A concept like this was just built. It was again a spontaneous decision. A spontaneous decision. We just thought that it would be cool, and it worked very
Yeah.
well.
It worked
Absolutely.
very, very well.
Good idea. Great
I
idea.
composing like all my free time. Like if I have like time
And it's free.
and it's free, yeah, I just take a guitar and start composing.
Oh, right, okay.
Tchaikovsky once said that you need to write like all the time. It's most of your writing will be bad, but like 10% of it will be good.
We have like this scale, good, shit. Yeah, if it's shit,
There's nothing
it's
in
go
between.
out. It goes out. It's good, okay.
For me, it's
Good
pressure.
scale.
Pressure and stress. Clicks, something. Like something clicks in my head, and I was like, no. Like I'm completely anxious, you know? Then it starts working. Sometimes I just take a walk or I read a book, you know? Sometimes I go and search. I don't sit and wait until until it strikes. I go and hunt.
Interesting. I'll pause this time. just take a brief moment actually. Yeah, really interesting. I'm really enjoying that actually. It really fits well with this time of year, Christmas. It's maybe not Christmas when you're watching it, but yeah, fits really well. Really pleased that I chose to sit on the Sunday and do this one. First track was an absolute mind blower again. I never even commented on that, we just breezed past it. So complicated. I mean, that is going to be my theme. So complicated, but it is really interesting. And when you get insights like that from the people in the band directly, you start to understand or look or listen to the music differently, which is what I will do now. Wallflower. This life is a lockdown, that's what it's all about.
Artists either express themselves
Wow,
or reflect
amazing.
the world through themselves. This is what art is. And this is what we do.
Dynamics.
Yeah, the dynamic of your life,
It's
everything.
bad, then the next moment is good. The next moment is even shittier, you know, and so is our music. The more shit you go through, the better. That's how I receive.
When you really have gone through a lot of shit, you have the full tank, let's say, behind you, which will push you forward. And this is what happened to us. Yeah. And if you look through the lyrics, I can lay a bet, I can gamble that all the topics in our songs covered by Tatiana is actually real stories in some way. This is
Good.
this is
I
real
like that.
experience. Everything.
Yeah,
I
good.
particularly remember I was writing the lyrics for Dreadful Moments. And I really was thinking if I'm crossing the red line, because that's a bit too much and the topic is very serious in this song. I just thought that, well, I don't think Cannibal Corpse ever thought about crossing the red lines for any other really underground bands, and I just let myself go.
I miss those years that I've never lived through, you know, like the beginning of 90s or even 80s when there was no cancellation, you know. You cannot be cancelled for what you're saying in a song because it can be fake, can be fiction, or it can be true. No one knows. So it's a freedom.
If we look at the poetry throughout, let's say, the last 300 years, actually there are so many intricate, really provocating points touched by really huge poets, and nobody ever blamed them for this. Now we live in an absolutely different society when everyone can get offended.
Yeah, they see what they want to see, and they think that you probably are like you are a hater.
Yeah.
You hate this, you hate that.
It sometimes feels that people really lost the idea of what metaphors are. What
Yeah.
speaking about what is really speaking about things figuratively. So, and the absence of this really concerns me.
After release of every album, there are a bunch of interviews where you explain over and over again what this or that song is about.
Yeah.
But then reading all the comments on the internet, they still see what they want to see, and they say, "Hey, dude, I just did an interview for you to understand what this song is about. Why didn't you pay attention?"
We have conflicts.
You have no idea how big a conflict can be. It's usually me and Eugene who just like sit there. I don't go on stage until you apologize.
It happened on this tour.
It happened on this tour in Phoenix, Arizona.
Phoenix, yeah.
So it's
Alright.
super hot, extreme weather, and Eugene did something. He locked the door with my shit behind the door, and I was like, "Open the door." He said, "I won't do it." I said, "Fucking bitch."
Yeah, it was
So
out
there
of
was a
nothing.
fight. Yeah, out of nothing. And then he said, "I'm not gonna play today's
Until
show
you
until
show."
you apologize." And I sent a message. I'm not gonna play until he apologizes for all the shit that he told me
Before.
before. Yeah. And then
Eventually
no
we
one
didn't play.
played. No one played
Yeah,
because
show
The show
was
was
cancelled
cancelled
No way.
because of the
because
cold
of
weather.
the weather.
the weather was even hotter.
Then our quarrel.
Yeah.
Quarrels, fights. Despite all of that shit, I still call these three my closest friends. After so many years, we just don't have anyone else. We left everything else behind. We moved forward. Everything we had stayed there. And it happened a couple of times. It's not just one move. There are so many things which connect me to Jinjer. I cannot really imagine my life without it anymore.
Yeah, for me, I think I won't find new friends. You know, I'm not able already to make new friends.
Same story.
Because it's like puzzles, you know, you have to
File.
You
You have
lose,
to file
yeah,
it.
you have to
to file it in order to make it
Yeah.
match.
Yeah.
Well, I'm actually now just sitting here, just feeling actually a little bit disappointed or a bit sad that it's not much longer. I want to hear more from them. It's completely absorbing and fascinating listening to their story, and I'm now completely understanding why their music is so complicated. It's because it's completely all-encompassing for them, and I'm not saying it isn't for other bands, but I don't know other bands' stories. I haven't heard them. Taking the time to listen to a very short, which must be a very short summary of what's happened to them over their lifetimes in the band Jinjer since their 20s, early 20s, they're saying, and it's fascinating, completely fascinating. Yeah, I want more. I want a little bit more now. So this is Dead Hands, Feel No Pain. I've got the lyrics up here. Here we go.
Every morning I woke up to crowds.
Crowds.
They are croaking to rock music. Happy morning, I woke up to all my problems solved and dissolved in a swamp of the past years. So I learned to transform this sweet exotic chick, creeping onto the reality of facing 1,000 as they circle about.
Hey. Man. Hey!
I can hear them coming down, a familiar sound. You won't be alone, you won't be alone. They're burning down your blood, your state circled about. Rushing toward my front, the hands feel no pain. Creeping onto the facing 1,000 as they circle about. The strings of my soul collapse the sound. As the rains of my heart were to die all the time. Were to the time, all the time. It's my time to feel the edge.
Three pieces.
It is my time to serve. What a nice day to fall into a net. The fear fears for crowds. The fear fears for crowds.
Wow. Yeah, I don't really know what to say to that one. What I will say, the one thing that I've just remembered is there's only 3 instruments essentially getting played. We'll use the voice as an instrument. We've had that discussion before, maybe with this band or another band. I can't remember. The voice is an instrument, but actual musical instruments, I forgot. It's just drums, bass, and guitar. What an immense noise they make throughout. There was just no stops in that. There was no breaks. It was just full on all the way through. It's so complicated, and I get it now. I get why it's so complicated. I understand. I'm happy that it's that complicated because this is what they are. Brilliant. Love that one. I think that might be my favourite of the 3 that I've listened to there. Not that the others were bad. They were all brilliant, but from the 3 that I've listened to, I think that might be my favourite of the 3.
Since we sacrificed a lot together, each of us has left something behind, and we dedicated ourselves 200% of ourselves and our time and everything, money, love, dedication, everything to music. So that's what keeps us together. I cannot imagine myself joining another band and going through this shit again.
Yeah.
I don't want to. If I leave the band, you'll
like
find
a
me somewhere
relationship.
like in the woods. I don't know, eating tourists. I don't know how to say it, but
So if you,
I would be a
reading
witch.
newspapers saying that somebody is eating tourists and no one knows where Tatiana is.
The next thing I can do.
Yeah, Tatiana disappeared.
Yeah.
Very good. Really enjoyed that. There was an extra bit. I'd take my headphones off, but I didn't realise there was going to be more.
It's like
Yes.
2 hours interview for sure.
Yeah.
Only for this.
Yeah, but
Only on that question on how we formed as a band, you know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
2 hours. It's gonna take 2 hours or more.
When are you gonna write a book? When's the book coming out?
Oh, dude.
Oh, well, one day.
If someone among us learns how to write, we will write it, definitely.
Yeah, thanks for the suggestion on that one. That was just completely absorbing. I really enjoyed that. I mean, the music aside, the 3 tracks aside, it was just fascinating, and definitely understand them much more now. You know, Tati said that at the end that the 2 hours, that's not going to be enough, or she was saying something along the lines of, you know, that's just for how we met. I'd said, you know, that's probably a shortened version of their story, and I'd really like to see a much longer version of that. Very good. The tracks were absolutely stunning again, and all 3 massively complicated. Yeah, just this is one of my bands now for sure, Jinjer. Understanding them a little bit more now as well, it just endears them more to you, doesn't it, as a 4, and the noise they're creating just with bass, guitar and drums. Yeah, wow, very good. Carry on down the Jinjer rabbit hole. I think there's stacks and stacks left to do from them. You'll tell me where to go next, live or videos or whatever you want. Put them in the comments and we'll get round to them. Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'll see you back for some more videos.